Good evening and welcome to Action News. I'm your host, Arthur. Any more donuts? We're going to go live out into the field to cover a breaking story in Jerusalem with Anita Anchor. Anita is really soaking up all of the details of this story. Anita, can you hear me?
Oh, hi, Arthur. Very funny. I get it, yeah. I know that John the Baptist dunked me in my last interview, but don't you think maybe we should just, I don't know, let it go, rise like the break of
Yes.
dawn.
You're right, Anita. Let's not remind our viewers about that. What do you say we get back to the breaking story at hand?
Oh, I see. No problem. Well, Arthur, I'm out here in the outskirts of Jerusalem, standing in front of what seems to be an empty tomb, talking to a very shaken-up Roman soldier. Sir, I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again?
Lightning.
Your name is Lightning? What, do you got a brother named Thunder?
No, he looked like lightning.
Who looked like lightning? Thunder?
The angel.
The angel?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start from the beginning.
I'm sorry. About 3 days ago, when we were doing the crucifixions, there was this Jewish man. They were calling him the King of the Jews, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yes.
Yes. After the crucifixion, I was ordered by Pilate to along with some other guards, to stand watch at the tomb of Jesus.
And why did they have you do that?
Well, because the chief priests and the scribes were concerned, and they wanted to make sure no funny business was happening. They thought that Jesus' followers might take his body to make it look like he had been raised from the dead, because Jesus did say that his body was the temple, and that even though it was destroyed, that it would be rebuilt in 3 days.
Oh, I see.
So, there we were, me and my men, standing guard at the tomb, when all of a sudden...
Your brother Thunder entered looking for lightning?
No, there was an earthquake, and then an angel descended from heaven. He looked like lightning. His clothes were white as snow, and he rolled away the stone all by himself, and then he sat on top of it.
And what did you do?
We were like dead men.
How is this possible? I was told only one man was raised from the dead today.
Well, what I mean is that we were terrified. We were so frightened. We fell to our faces. We were just utterly helpless.
And then what happened next?
Well, some of the guards, they went into the city, and then they told the priests of everything they had seen. And then the chief priests paid them a large sum of money to make them change their story, and to tell all the people that what they had actually seen was Jesus' followers. They took the body of Jesus away while they were asleep on the job.
Oh, wow. What a story.
Yeah, I mean, if we were asleep, how do we know what was going on? It doesn't make any sense. I know what I saw, and it was definitely miraculous.
Did anybody else see this happen?
Yes, there were 2 women. They came to the tomb in the morning, and they talked with the angel. And then they went to Jesus' tomb and saw that his body was gone. And then the angel had told them that Jesus said that he would meet them later in Galilee.
Wow. What an account. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you for your time.
Not a problem. I love doing interviews. Anytime I can get on the camera. I love it.
Oh, yes. Wonderful. Well, as I stand out here in front of Jesus' empty tomb, I can't help but be reminded of the words Jesus said long before any of this took place, that he would suffer many things and then rise from the grave 3 days later in accordance with the scriptures. This is Anita Anchor reporting live from Jerusalem. Back to you in the studio, Arthur.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Jesus is no longer in the tomb. As a Christian, this is one of the most critical parts of the gospel. In the Bible, Paul says if there is no resurrection of the dead, then not even Christ has been raised. And if Christ has not been raised, then our preaching is in vain, and your faith is in vain. If Christ has not been raised, your faith is futile, and you are still in your sins. The resurrection proves Jesus was who he said he was, God's Son. And it demonstrates God's power over sin and death. If Jesus rose from the dead, then all who trust in him can be risen and live with him forever in heaven. So I guess the question is, do you believe? And that's a wrap.